What's going on, guys? What's popping, y'all? Hash Black back again. Australia. I ain't gonna lie. I was not. In my prediction, guys, I had Australia at the bottom of the table. I had Australia at the bottom of the group. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you guys, right? We're talking about Group D. I had the United States at number one, Turkey at number two, Paraguay at number three, and Australia at number four. And you guys mean to tell me that I was proven wrong to the extent that Australia not just only beat Turkey and they're level on with USA on points. Of course, they have this second place because of the goal difference. And I'm just happy that the United States was able to beat Paraguay, score 4 goals against Paraguay. Because if anything gets, if everything, goes down to the wire, at least we can win, we can qualify or top the group on goal difference. But let's talk about Australia versus Turkey. Aussies, well done. Well done to all my Australian brethren, bro. Well done, my fellow Aussies. That was an amazing game right there, right? Australia played the proper haram football, man. When you're talking about a successful haram football, Australia played that. But that doesn't matter because they knew they were very clinical. Shout out to Irankunda and Metcalfe. Those two guys was very clinical in going out there and scoring those goals, right? To give all 3 points to Australia. I was not expecting this. I didn't even go live for this game because I was live on Twitch. But I was watching the game while I was live on Twitch talking about other things as well. By the way, you guys should follow me on Twitch. If you guys want us to go more in depth about this type of games, follow me on Twitch, please. And I will be honest with y'all. The fact that Turkey dominated the stats and they could not even score a single goal was just straight up insane to me, guys. 27th minute in, I saw an amazing long ball. That was such a beautiful long ball pass by Owen Engether, right? Went ahead, played the ball to Irankunda. Irankunda in the midst of three defenders in the midst of three defenders was still able to put that ball in the back of the net. That was an amazing control, amazing run, being physical, not easily getting bodied off the ball and shooting that in while being surrounded by three players. And keep in mind, this is a 20-year-old player. Guys, this is a 20-year-old player, right? Remember, Australia has always made it to every World Cup. I think they've made it to the World Cup more times than Turkey in this century, if I'm going to be honest with you guys, right? Which is crazy to me because I don't look at Australia as a football nation. The same way, me being from the United States, I look at us as a basketball nation, maybe as a baseball or as a American football. But I look at Australia as, yo, that's a country where rugby and cricket is the number one and number two sports, and it interchanges as well. So I was just shocked as hell that Australia was able to be 1 goal up in the first half, couple moments after the hydration break, right? I want to keep in mind a person who deserves a very big shout out and who is the man of the match in Australia is not a striker, it's not a midfielder, it's not a fullback, it's not a defender, but it's a goalie. According to what I heard, this guy, this brother, right? Patrick Beach, he was the third choice goalie, 22 years of age, only has 2 caps for Australia, and he made 8 saves. 8 saves, amazing saves, man. I can remember two on the back of my mind, a long range shot that he was able to deflect it and it hit the I believe it hit the woodwork while he deflected it, right? Made an amazing save from Aldo Gula. Another save in the dying moments of the game with a header and was able to with a shot inside the box 18 by Turkey, and he was able to catch the ball. Patrick Beach was fucking amazing, guys. I cannot hold you, man. Shout out to the Australians, man. This is an amazing style. I mean, like, it's just like I'm seeing grit. I'm seeing an amazing defense. I'm seeing like what you call a counter-attacking football. I saw that from Patrick from the Australian team. I saw a defensive kind of attacking football from the Socceroos, man. Like you mean to tell me you're gonna have only 28 ball possession and still be able to score 2 goals, bro? Arsenal can't even do that. Arsenal could have 30% ball position and they could not even score 2 goals like that, bro. And yet, yet a lot of people had high expectations of Turkey, and now we're looking at Turkey stinking the bed, bro. Every World Cup, even at the Euros, even here, they're always stinking it up. I will admit, Kenan Yildiz did not play the 21-year-old from Juventus, but it's still not an excuse because you had Arda Güler, you had Çakın Hogu, right, from what's his name? Çakın Hogu from Inter Milan, right? Who won the Serie A, number 10. And after all that trash talking he did, this guy went on the press conference, the pre-match conference, and he was like, "Oh, Turkey is the dominating team. We have every talent and every and better qualities on every part of the pitch. Well, speak now, Hogo. I want you to speak now, bro. Speak now." Because apparently Australia was the team who was the better team and the better talents and the better qualities. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like what's going on right now is just this is the type of the games where we'll look at the games and we'll like this is what the World Cup is about. You know, underdogs, the team that no one's expecting to win actually win the game. And I could tell that the Australians were so loud. I could tell they were so excited. And I'm so happy for them. And I think right now I am just excited because as a United States fan, we are actually facing Australia next week, Friday. Our next game is against Australia next week, Friday. And I need all your Australians to tune in. I need all your Americans to tune in because I will definitely be live for this game. I am going to be so excited. I cannot wait because I know that so much is going to be happening in this game. But I want to say congratulations to the Australians, to the Socceroos for this win. It is a well-deserved win, bro. Absolutely nailed it, man. Patrick Beach, my goodness, bro. I feel like he's gonna if he can maintain this level of performance until Australia goes out. I think his stock is going to be so high. His stock is going to be so high. We're going to have the top 5 leagues in Europe trying to get this guy. He could be a solid second choice keeper or a solidified number one choice in a mid-table team, bro. Shout out to that kid. I think Metcalfe, amazing. The nice turnover right there. Beautiful shot. Low, shooting at the low right corner, low bottom corner, right? The goalie for Turkey could not get to it in time with a long range shot like that. That's how you do it, man. You don't always have to drive yourself inside the box 18, bro. You have a lot of space, shoot it. Very disappointed with Turkey, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. Yes, they dominated the stats. It's just the fact that they could not even get a goal, in my opinion. They have 30 total shots, 8 shots on target, 1.36 expected goals, and yet Turkey could not register a goal, bro. Of course, all credit goes to Patrick Beach and the defense of Australia, but I feel like I came into this group in my prediction believing that Turkey was gonna be the litmus test for the Americans. They're the team that could actually top the number one, be top the group. But it turns out that Turkey might actually be at the bottom of the group. Because yes, the United States destroyed Paraguay, but that does not mean that does not mean every other team is gonna beat Paraguay. Paraguay could find a way. I would not be surprised if Paraguay beats Turkey because Turkey has Paraguay next. All my Turkish fans, you guys better tell your team to wake up, man. This is the World Cup. Like, yes, you got to find a way to make it work. Players and goalkeepers are putting themselves on the line, bro. They're putting the balls in the pathway of these long range shots, man. They don't care if the balls gets busted, man. That is just what is going on. That's how it is. So I feel like Turkey really need to get themselves back up. They need to wake themselves up, right? Congratulations to Australia once again. You guys did exactly what you guys had to do, man. The proper around ball, defensive counter attacking, being clinical. That is how it is. And people also have to understand around football is accepted in this type of tournaments, especially when you are like the underdog, right? Now, of course, Australia and Turkey is not that much of a difference because if you look at the FIFA ranking, Turkey is ranked 2022 and then Australia is ranked 27. It's not that big of a discrepancy, if we're going to be honest. But I just love the fact that Australia knew what they had to do. They said, fuck the beautiful football, fuck all that possession football. We are gonna play five, we're gonna play back five, we're gonna solidify our defense, play a rigid, solid low block, and hit them on the counter attack while also being clinical. And that's exactly what Australia did. So we're all going to see what happens when Australia goes up against the United States. I feel like that is going to be the highlight of this group. I thought United States versus Turkey would be the biggest game of this group, but not anymore, man. The United States versus Australia will actually be the biggest game of this group. You guys tell me what you guys think about this game and what you guys think about Australia going forward. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I will be back again. Ash Black is out. Please like and subscribe, share this video, and I'll be back again. Peace out, y'all.